Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Offside. With the club season over now, it's time to focus in on the national teams. And this video specifically is going to be a quick overview of the Euros 2024. So without further ado, let's get started. Taking a look at the groups, I find them pretty interesting the way that things shook out, but let's break it down a little bit. Group A starts off with the host nation Germany, followed by Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. In my opinion, the strongest team in this group is comfortably Germany. I believe that Germany are legit title contenders, but they have struggled a bit recently, but I think they'll find their form and put in a good showing. In my opinion, the second place team that might make it out of the group is probably going to be Scotland, although both Hungary and Switzerland have elevated their game recently. Taking a look at Group B, it's kicked off by Spain, followed by Croatia, Italy, and Albania. I've seen many people label this the mythical group of death, and I tend to agree with them. I see three teams in this group that I believe are really solid. First of all, Italy is the defending champion, so they are not to be taken lightly. Spain has a lot of talent on the squad, so it's going to be hard for me not to give them a lot of opportunity to get through this group. And a lot of people seem to sleep on Croatia, even though they're ranked in the top 10 in the FIFA World Rankings. So to me, those three nations are the heavyweights of the group, and I look forward to seeing them battle it out. Group C consists of Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, and England. So let's just address the elephant in the room. England are the clear-cut favorites and the strongest team in this group by far. In my opinion, the amount of talent and pressure that's on England should get them through this group stage pretty easily. So the three remaining teams are going to have to battle to see who makes it through. Although I do give a small edge to Denmark, followed by Serbia. Moving on to Group D, it's made up of Poland, the Netherlands, Austria, and France. France is at the very top of my list of title contenders this year, so I believe that they are easily the strongest team in this group. I do believe that the Netherlands is probably the second best team in this group, but I don't think people should be sleeping on Austria. Belgium kicks off Group E, followed by Slovakia, Romania, and the Ukraine. I think that Belgium is probably the clear-cut favorite of this group. Rounding out the rest of the group, I'm not sure who's going to be the other team that makes it out. My guess is probably the Ukraine. Group F is the final group, and it consists of Turkey, Georgia, Portugal, and Czechia, also known as the Czech Republic. I do believe that Portugal is the best team in this group, so I expect them to go through without any problems. But I do believe that Turkey's probably going to be the other team that makes it out of the group. I believe that they're ready to take that next step. So with the groups covered, let's take a look at the first match in the tournament. The German national team is going to kick off the games at home taking on Scotland. Germany's recent form has been pretty good, while Scotland's has been a bit more up and down. After that game ends, the next games in store are Hungary versus Switzerland, Spain versus Croatia, Italy versus Albania. From those three games, the one that really got my attention is Spain versus Croatia. They've played 10 times, Spain has 5 wins, 2 draws, and Croatia has 3 wins. I think that this game is going to be really good, and I'm looking forward to it. After those games end, the next games consist of Poland versus the Netherlands, Slovenia versus Denmark, Serbia versus England. Now the game that I'm going to focus on is Serbia versus England. I think that England has a lot of potential and a lot of pressure to win it all this year. The squad is not short on talent, so I'm very curious to see how the team handles the pressure. After that set of games, the following games are going to be Romania versus the Ukraine, Belgium versus Slovakia, Austria versus France. So that last one is the one that I really want to watch. I believe that France is easily one of the most talented squads in this entire tournament, and easily one of the favorites to win it all. So I'm curious to see how that star-studded squad of France is gonna work together against an Austrian team that I believe is kind of underrated. So the last two games to wrap up the first match day in the first part of the group stages is gonna be Turkey versus Georgia, and Portugal is gonna take on Czechia. I actually think both games are going to be pretty good, but I will probably be watching the Portugal versus Czechia game. I think Portugal are very talented. They have a lot of good players pretty much everywhere, but the elephant in the room is obviously Cristiano Ronaldo. in what appears to be his final high-level European competition. He has been on pretty good form, even though he's not playing necessarily to the highest level of competition in the Saudi Arabian League. But the simple fact remains that the man is 39 years old, and I don't think he's gonna have to carry this Portugal team. I think that this Portugal team is pretty well rounded, and if they actually play up to their real potential, in my opinion, I believe that they can be a dark horse and make a deep run into this tournament. So that kind of wraps up my overview of the Euros 2024. I'm honestly just really excited to get the tournament going and to see some high-level European nations battle it out. So I'd like to kind of hear your guys' predictions. Do you have any crazy predictions? Do you feel like you have it figured out? Let me know down in the comments. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This was The Offside. Thanks for watching.